Children, the next topic it is Rajya Sabha, the upper house, also known as the Council of the States. Clear? And the maximum strength of the Rajya Sabha is 250 members. Can be. It depends. The member fall into two categories: nominated and elected. So nominated 12 members are nominated by the president in Rajya Sabha, and these people they will be good in some of the, you can say, fields like film producers, actors are there, writers are there, social workers are there, good in literature, science, art, social services, etc. Now elected members, elected members 238 members are elected by the state in the union, and the allocation of the states they are not same in all the states, because some states like Uttar Pradesh, it is a bigger state, so 31 members they are coming for the Rajya Sabha. Punjab is sending 7 members. Goa, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, they are sending one member, because these are the small states. The union territories send only 4 members, 3 from Delhi and 1 from Pondicherry. Now elections, how the members of the Rajya Sabha they are elected. Children, from here, instead of learning from here, you can learn from here. It will be better for you. See, election, the members of the Rajya Sabha are elected by the state assemblies, okay, with the system of proportional representation by means of a single transferable vote. From here you can learn. It will be easy for you to learn from here. Election. Now come to the, again come back, term. So Rajya Sabha, it is a permanent house. It cannot be dissolved like the Lok Sabha. Each member of the Rajya Sabha is elected for a period of 6 years. So 1/3 of the total members of the house retire after every 2 years. So members can be re-elected also, and you can say that Rajya Sabha will not be vacant at any time. Now qualification for the membership. The qualification of Rajya Sabha is the same as the Lok Sabha, only the difference is the age difference. He should be an Indian citizen. He should be at least 30 years. In the Lok Sabha, it should be at least 25 years. The rest, all the qualifications, they are the same. I'm going to read once again. He should have his name in the electoral roll. He should not be an insolvent. He should not hold any office or profit. He should not be a proclaimed criminal. He should not be of unsound mind. Now, presiding officer, the Vice President of India, is the ex-officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. He presides over its meeting. He cannot vote on any issue discussed in the House. Okay, he will not give any vote. But in the case of tie, if equal will be there, then he will cast his vote. So Rajya Sabha elect deputy chairman also, who will perform all the functions and the duties in the absence of the vice president. Now there is a powers and functions of the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. In the powers, we are going to do the control over executives. Only these powers are there in your syllabus. Now interpretation. So question hour, calling attention notice, half an hour discussion. These all are the devices which are being used by the people in order to get the information from the working government. And it is very important for the working government to answer all the questions. Next, it is a vote of no confidence. If the government act against the constitutional provisions, it can be voted out of office by passing the no confidence motion against the Prime Minister. And if no confidence motion will be passed against the Prime Minister, whole of the ministry they have to resign. Adjournment motion, it's a omission and commission of the ministers. Some of the occasions when adjournment motion is lauded, like death of the several persons due to the consumption of unlicensed liquor, killing of a senior IPS officer, etc. Other motions like the parliament exercises control over the government by other motion, like other than no confidence motion, they include motion of censure against a minister, rejection of a government bill, and many other. Monetary controls. During the budget session, a cut motion may be allowed. Parliamentary committees on public accounts ensure that the public money is spent according to the public, or whatever the decision it is taken by the parliament. Audit journal, comptroller, they will give the detail of that to the Parliament. Now children, next topic, it is a some of the important or exclusive powers, you can say, of the Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is having some of the exclusive powers that through the though the parliament cannot in normal time make law on a state subjects. Okay, we are having three different subjects. First is a union list, state list, concurrent list. So union list will be looked after by the union government, state list will be looked after by the state government, and concurrent list will be looked after, department will be looked after by the both. But the special power is given to the Rajya Sabha regarding the state list. If the state feels so, and or 2/3 of the majority they feel that the state list, the decision regarding the state list department should be taken by the parliament, so Rajya Sabha can take the decision. This authority is not given to the Lok Sabha. Next, other special power which is enjoyed by the Rajya Sabha, that it can declare the creation of new all India services. Clear? So parliament may create new services. Then if the Lok Sabha is dissolved before or after the declaration of the national emergency, so Rajya Sabha will be the de facto, please underline, de jure parliament. It takes over the functions of the parliament. He will be, overall decision will be in his hand. So these were the three important powers which are enjoyed by the Rajya Sabha only, not by the Lok Sabha. Now some of the special powers which are in the hand of the Lok Sabha. First of all, motion of no confidence can be passed only by Lok Sabha, not by Rajya Sabha. Money bills can be introduced only by Lok Sabha, and here Rajya Sabha will not have any say. Third one, in case of deadlock between the two houses on the ordinary bills, there are two type of bills, ordinary bills and money bills. So if any deadlock, if any clashes will be there between Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, or difference in the opinion over the ordinary bills, so usually the Lok Sabha opinion will be the final, it will prevail, because the reason behind, because the Lok Sabha members are more, or you can say that they are double in number than the Rajya Sabha. So these were the three important exclusive powers, you can say, which are only in the hand of the Lok Sabha, not in the hand of the Rajya Sabha. And we have done the some powers which are only in the hand of the Rajya Sabha, not in the hand of the Lok Sabha. So here children, your the first chapter, the Union Parliament, is over. So with this video, your unit test syllabus is over. Two chapter, first chapter, second chapter from history, and first chapter from civic. So children, please mark the question answers. Okay, if you feel any problem in marking of any of the question, please ask me in your regular classes. Okay, so please mark properly, and don't delay in marking the question answers. Thank you children.